But now it's time for me to be a React Andy. Before we get into some why can I remember words, y'all? Get into some Expedition 33. Man, thank you. So this one is a good question that I found on socials. I think I should change the music for this. Something more chill. I'm just gonna find a way to gonna have to skip. Damn, I can't skip it. Okay. There we go. Some T-Pain. Got me doing things if you did. All right. Uh don't play League of Legends is the curse game. I've heard League of Legends is extremely toxic. Um it's very, very toxic. So this one I actually find very interesting here because this is something I struggle with as a photographer and videographer, right? It's just a question of does making content for your own social media attract clients? And you would think yes, but I think it does depend, right? My personal take on it. Um okay, this is yeah. So my personal take on it is that like and it's useful to have it for the sake of showing work, but the algorithm sucks so bad, man. Like it is literally demoralizing because the way the algorithm works, if you don't play the game, you don't get engagement. And honestly, playing the algorithm is essentially a full-time job now. It's no longer fun. It's no longer like super cool. Like it is legitimately a full-time job. Like if I could hire somebody to handle all of my social media for any business that I have, I would. I would never touch it if I didn't have to because I just hate it. So, you know what I mean? And it's also it's also having to create that kind of content. It's extra work, right? It's not like just posting the finished product. I can no longer just post the video that I made. I can no longer post just the photos that I did. I have to do so much more around it. Um, so it does become a bit of a hassle. So somebody said, I've thought about posting more engaging content. Let's go full screen. Just make it easier to see. I've thought about posting more engaging content on my video production Instagram. Maybe make a TikTok account too. I recently posted a funny, humorous reel on Instagram about the time I crashed my old drone, which also served as a reel of cool drone footage. It performed a lot better than the rest of my reels, which are just videos I made for clients posted on my profile. I guess if I made more reels that are somewhat interesting, behind the scenes, tips, quick tutorials, story time, etc., that would perform better on social media. But is it worth it? Does that translate to actually getting clients? Usually my leads from SEO or recommendation, never through socials, but that is going very slow right now. And I recently lost my 2 monthly recurring clients, so I'm looking for new strategies. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experience on this. I am not gonna lie to you. I feel their pain. I feel their pain. Um, so like I genuinely feel this person's pain because my business Instagram is 90% of my work, right? I started to do a little bit more behind the scenes, but like we talked about with Twitch, that's like you have to record it, you have to edit it, you have to make sure your client is okay. No worries, Arcane. I appreciate you asking though. Um, that wasn't supposed to be a command. No, okay, so I. Uh, and right, like it's so much work. It becomes like again, it becomes an entire job unto itself because now you're producing like 3 to 4 levels of content. You're producing whatever it is for your client, right? So like let's say this guy's a drone pilot. So his let's say his main client, one of those clients he lost is a wedding videography company. And so now he has to post, now he has to like worry about doing the drone footage, make sure all that's good, and then worry about behind the scenes of him doing drone footage, right? So it's too damn much. It's honestly too damn much, right? Like what's my guy's name? I need to find that. The rent is too damn high. It's too goddamn much. And sometimes it works for like if that's kind of what your business is about and around and cultivating. Like I get it. For instance, my production company, right? For that one, um, we're we're thinking about doing it because it's part and parcel of advertising film, right? So like, yeah, it makes sense, right? You kind of want to show off the project. You want to show off what you got going on. Um, it's like those things just make sense. Like for instance, we have a behind the scenes where that we haven't posted just yet. I wish I could hide this part. But for instance, like this is a reel from the Q&A that we did that we have to post. For instance, this I think this is the trailer. Yeah, this is the trailer. And so like this one is more of a behind the scenes, right? And even just remembering to do this is also work. It's good practice and it's fun, but it's also work. Like you have to then take all of these clips and edit them on top of actually editing the photos, right? Like I had to actually edit these photos. So on top of that, I had to go back, right? I had to go back and edit that too. Um, which is not bad, right? Not terrible, but it still is annoying. Still is annoying. Anyway, I'm curious as to what other people said because that it is the name of the game. I can't lie that it helps. That's like the main because also the other thing is if you pop, it also becomes an additional revenue source, which by the way is why I'm here now. Keep kissing my damn mic. Um, so somebody said like that's the main way to pay the bills. It also keeps you engaged. The clients I get from my social media mostly brands looking for product videos. I consider it my fun money since it essentially pays for all my hobbies. But the bigger thing is when potential clients see that I have content and active subscribers, it really gives me credibility, which I think is a weird. This shouldn't like to me. This shouldn't be like, oh, I have followers, I'm credible. That really shouldn't be like the metric, unless it's like I don't know. I can't think of a reason why that would be the case. I try to post at least 2 or 3 reels a week and a longer YouTube video every couple of weeks. I love using Opus Clip to get short form edits of my long videos. Gives me back a log of videos I can post when I'm too busy to make a reel. Honestly, yes, this is pretty much what I've been doing. Um, until I can hire an editor. I think we talked about this recently. Like I'll take basically the segments, create highlights, so I have them individually, post the highlights to YouTube, and then use those, feed those into Opus Clip to give me a longer form, I mean short form. So those reels I was talking about on YouTube, which by the way, let's look at how they're performing so I can just show you guys I'm not going goddamn crazy, right? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna take a look at that. Jesus Christ, that's so bright. You know I'm going crazy. That's funny. I don't know how this one got dislikes. It's just there, dude. That's actually really funny, right? Like, and it might be bots. This also might just be bots. Also, just to keep it a stack. Posted this today, right before I went live. 4,000 views, dude. Like, I don't understand the algorithm. I'm gonna say this every single time. I just don't understand the algorithm. So yeah, this person said he uses FX3 and a 4D. He has an FX3 and a 4D. He's rich. Social media in 2025 for our field, and honestly, most service trade is a hard thing to wrap your head around. My buddy runs a small project management construction company, and the finished photos of projects get 20 to 50 likes, but then they do the odd trending reel, like filming what time everyone shows up to work. trying to see how many hits it takes to sink a nail, and they get like 5,000. See, that's what I mean. Like, it does not make sense. Like like I'm like, why? Like, just how does this work? You talk about this a lot, and I think our answer to the specific question is I don't know if necessarily translate into more leads, but it'll absolutely help clients who do look you up get a stronger impression of your business, and likely if you do it well. Help so clients who already found you some. See, that's the part that kills me though. Is I don't know, like seeing if I see a video of what time everybody shows up to work, that doesn't give me an inkling of an idea of if one, you're good at your job, two, are you a good person to work? Like that's what I mean. Like, so I'm like, how does this translate? Right. And then somebody said, read up on content marketing can be a very effective way to drive traffic to your site, especially if you're already adopting good SEO practices. And I need to get better at this. I actually have like zero SEO on my websites, and that's just because I've been lazy. I need to fix that. I will fix that. That's a goal for the summer. Hold me accountable, chat. But yeah, the social media game, this makes no sense to me, dude. I honestly cannot quite understand how this works. In terms of like, I get the general function of it, but they keep changing the rules so goddamn much that it does get confusing, y'all. It does get confusing. I need to find a way to order snacks. I'm also gonna